Hi everyone, it's Joaquina Carter from JoaquinaCarter.com. Welcome back. This is She Speaks, my lifestyle vlog about pretty much everything. Everything to do with life.
Boom, ba boom ba. Boom, ba boom ba. Boom, boom, boom ba boom ba. Boom, ba boom ba.
So today I want to talk about vision boards. There's 1,000,001 tutorials, there's 1,000,001 vlogs, there's 1,000,001 Pinterest boards dedicated to how to create, when to create, what to put on a vision board. So I know it is a topic that has been bled dry, but stay with me. I want to give a little bit of my perspective about how I approached making my vision board, because I took a kind of a different, more prolonged method when it came to creating a board that would really speak life to my life. So first of all, the typical route with making a vision board is that most people make it at the beginning of a calendar year. So January of any year is when everybody making their vision boards, right? Me, on the other hand, I believe there's a difference between years, seasons, and moments. When I say that, so a year is 12 months, obviously. Seasons, you go through different seasons of your life, and then within those seasons are moments, which are smaller snapshots. So you can be in the same season of life, but going through a different moment, that you get different things out of the whole season. I hope this makes sense. So, for instance, like people like to say, this is my Jordan year, this is my season of prosperity. Okay, but there are different moments in that season of prosperity, and some of those moments might not look so prosperous. So when I approached making a vision board, I chose to look at the moment instead of the entire season, because I just feel like it's a lot more fluid, and it's really, in my opinion, it takes the boundaries off of when I have to have this done, because we don't know how long, you don't know how long a moment is. Another difference is that there have been so many times in my life in the past where I have pursued things and they didn't work out, or they didn't work out the way I planned that they would, or that I hoped they would. And that's because after looking back and reflecting and really spending some time in prayer, it was because that was never in God's will for me to do. So before making any plans or creating any vision board, I have to make sure that I sit down and cast vision over my life with God. What do I mean by cast vision? Casting vision is really just for me, it was spending quiet time with God and listening to what He has been saying to me in this moment in my life. What keeps coming up in prayer, what He keeps calling me to, what keeps nudging me spiritually for me to do. And it's these key things that I really chose to put on my vision board, because it is the vision that God is casting into my life. And so, for example, one of the things is identity. In this moment, through prayer, through Bible study, various things, the topic of identity and really defining who I am based off of who He is has been coming up a lot for me. And so identity was a word that I included on my vision board because it's something that God is actively speaking to me about. And so there's a difference between God standards and worldly standards. Is that what God has for you, or is it going to be a distraction? Does He have more? Because I feel like we're so limiting. Like, we think about, I want this monetary value, when God's like, I want you to reach thousands of people through your words. You know what I'm saying? So it's really about not limiting ourselves because of what the world says that we should be, and really going off of who you are instead of what people say you should do. Like, it's so typical to say people should follow the specific timeline in order to make it to success, but no one's life, no one's journey looks the same. They're similar, but they're not the same. And so it's really tailoring it off of you or me for making mine. I don't want something that someone else has. I want what God has for me specifically. And so that's where I had to kind of deviate from the path of let me just get a bunch of magazines or print out a bunch of pictures and put it on a vision board. And I had to just really be true to these are words, these are sayings, these are phrases, these are verses that really speak to me.
Boom, ba boom ba. Boom, ba boom ba.
So some tips from this vlog would be, one, make sure that the vision board you're creating is unique and specifically designed for you in your life. Make sure that however it is that you reflect on life, that you do that. Whether it's prayer, whether it's just quiet time in your own thoughts, whether it's journaling, whether it's sitting outside and just looking at the scenery, whatever it is, make sure you process before you even sit down to make a vision board. Process what it is in your life that keeps coming up. That is a lesson you keep learning, that is a stumbling block you keep having to overcome, that is a mountain that you want to be moved, that is something that's very present and very real in your life now. Or a desire. There's a desire in your heart that keeps coming up. I know I talked about worldly views and godly views, but once again, the Bible talks about the desires of our hearts. And so the desires in your heart are important. So if there's something that keeps coming up in your heart, that keeps coming up in your mind, that just keeps coming up in your thoughts, that it's like, I would really want to do that. I really want to do that. I really want to do that. Then do that. Then do that. Because I have so many examples of the same thing happening to me. And it was kind of just God tapping me on the shoulder to say, I want to bring this into your life. I just need you to walk in that direction. And so it's very important to think about your desires and all the things that you want to even bring together on this vision board. Advice tip number 2 would be that it does not have to cost an arm and a leg for you to create it. I know everyone likes to go to like Hobby Lobby and all these stores where you can find good deals, but they spend all this money on these stickers and these things to make it fancy, all these bells and whistles, but it ain't that deep. Not for me at least. And so I would just encourage anyone, because I was balling on a budget. Everything that I put on my vision board came from the Dollar Tree. So I spent $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 in total to make my vision board. And that's really cheap, because it's less about being this pretty decorative item in your room, and it's more about bringing to fruition what it is that you desire, what it is that is out there that is specifically for you. Just bringing about fruit in your life in certain areas. Once again, thank you for watching. This has been Joaquina Carter from joaquinacarter.com. Please check out my website when you get a chance. It's pretty dope, if I say so myself, because I created it myself. On there is my blog that's more about my personal journey, whereas my lifestyle vlogs, the videos, are advice for your journey. And so it's a little different aspect. So it's very important for you to see the complete view by going to my blog and reading the post. And if you like what you see in the videos, if you like what you read on the blog, please, 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 please share on every social media, and follow me on Instagram. I promise I'll follow you back. I only get on Instagram like once a week, but trust me, within 7 days I will follow you back. So yeah, have a good day. Thank you for watching. Be blessed.
Boom, ba boom ba. Boom, ba boom ba. Boom.